Jesus, why are all of these locks very hard? Also, who puts a torture rack in the sparring arena? I wanna have words. That doesn't look like a sparring arena. We've got stocks down here. What the hell? What kind of sparring do you think you're doing? Also, I cannot disable this trap for some reason. Also, I want to know the logic behind putting a Lianshi, which is not that difficult, behind a very hard lock, and a troll, a rock troll no less, behind an average lock. Like, that doesn't sound very rational. I'll take all of that.
What? Good day. Huh? Ah, you are the outsider in Sandstone Villa, yes? Well, I welcome you to our fair city. I come here to resupply between bouts of prospecting. The Arcadium and markets have all you need for scouring the wastes. If you've traveled around the tier at all, you'll have run into Motus Mining. They'll civilize this frontier yet. I'm an assayer first class of the Office of the Grand Bursar. My role is to find new mineral deposits for Motus Mining and the laboratories. Farewell.
I would not call poisoning the water supply and then dipping to be civilizing these wastes. Like, I'm sorry, but... Tattered documents, we don't need those.
What?
Don't need that either. Nope.
court.
Oh, there's another note. To members of the Watch, we have received word that a special guest will be staying the Sunstone Villa for the foreseeable future. Rather than the usual diplomat, however, this guest is a Longlegs. They'll be given free reign of the city during their stay, so keep your patrols vigilant. But remember, they are to be treated with respect. Captain Tennis. Okay, so... not too bad. Not too bad, I can live with that. At least he doesn't seem to be reporting back on us to somebody else. That's nice. That Erathi tablet sounds like it might be useful for something else, but unless and until I know more, I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna bother with that. Practice some archery here if you want to. Alright, I think we've explored everything in here.
Welcome to the garden.
Okay, I think this quest that we have here is actually part of the main quest. So nice that we're finally getting to that. Oh, let us tether documents, we don't need those.
Oh dear, things seem to have gotten worse than I thought. Ah, stranger, I think I have, require the assistance of, your kind. It's quite urgent and quite, sensitive. There's a letter, one I was writing. I'm a scribe, you see. I received word from the Basilica to draft it, from Scholar Ehrencourt. A strange letter, meant for Rathir. And though we gnomes are neutral, well, the letter gave encouragement, not promises. Never give promises, that's the rule. The letter was written, sealed and sent, but never arrived. Scholar Ehrencourt means to have my head for losing it. I need that letter recovered.
Okay, sounds okay.
One need for you. The courier that took that letter from me was a traveller. A Dokkalfar named Parwin Well from Suncamp. She said Ehrencourt arranged the delivery. They had no reason to suspect. Travellers are often used as couriers in these lands. But she was the last to have that letter. Many of us come far from our homeland for the opportunity of success. A new city opens up societal ranks. I've been a scrivener in the Domus for over 10 years. I'm often called upon to compose official correspondence and letters of a diplomatic nature. The Domus Politica handles all of the documentation that's needed to support the Templar diplomacy. The gnomes do not acknowledge war as an acceptable circumstance. We cannot condone either side until a peace is reached. The benefits either side may gain from such conflict are short-term when compared to the decades of rebuilding and fortifying that such a war will necessitate.
Yeah, well, there's one side where if they win, you won't have anything to rebuild, so I think this is pretty clear-cut.
The Templars exemplify what's great about our people. Wisdom, ingenuity, bravery, and justice.
Like, I get not trying to get yourself involved in political conflicts or wars when it's just about, like, you know, two neighboring countries having a spat over which plot of land belongs to which country, or which resource-rich area that's not been claimed belongs to which country, but we are talking about one party that's literally trying to wipe out all non-Fey life, so this is pretty clear-cut.
Society is led by few who rely on the efforts of many. Here in the walls, we work so that they are free to lead us more effectively. Fair enough.
This is not a morally gray situation, is what I'm saying. But my neutrality, yeah. Magnus's memoirs, that doesn't sound that important right now.
Yes? What do you want? I am not in the habit of making conversation with strangers, especially one of your stature. Please be quick. I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority. And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures. Even if this were true, or even already suspected, it would have to be corroborated by Octien himself. That requires a confession. As he is not here to present the charges himself, I must assume that no such confession exists. Now, I have done all I can for you. Please, trouble me no further with this matter, especially with such insufficient evidence.
Well, so much for that.
The shining jewel of knowledge, an oasis of reason and order, carved by the gnomes into the dusty wilds of Datir. It is an estate that I have ordered to be kept empty for when I have need of it, such as now. Unlike the lofty idealism of the Alpha and the messy pragmatism of the humans, we gnomes proudly embrace the virtues of reason and order. As such, we must maintain neutrality in these periodic wars that spring up. We cannot risk tainting our knowledge by taking sides, you understand. From their council in the Forum, the Templars guide the advancement of our society. Our tremendous successes are due to their unswerving pursuit of knowledge. Each Templar is allowed a wide degree of freedom in the projects they sponsor, but they are ultimately accountable to the rest of the Forum. We have already discussed this. Nothing short of a confession would convict him. As such, Templar Octien will remain undisturbed in the Librarium.
Well, I guess we'll have to get a confession out of him. Should be fairly easy. We have a few ways to do that.
Require something? Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. How can the Domus Politica be of service today?
Oh, he runs a shop, nice.
Our city already stands as a beacon of enlightenment in this desert. The Arcadium is where I often find what I need. be it a work of art or a household item. The garrison is one of the oldest buildings in the walls, and nearly as old as a livrarium. Me? I'm the foremost scrivener we have. If you need a letter or tome duplicated, see me. A page every 3 minutes, guaranteed. The walls house the infrastructure of Odessa. The bursars, the laboratories, the garrison, the prison, even the Arcadium. If you need anything, you can find it here. The financial hub of Odessa. Larger merchant transactions take place there, instead of the Arcadium. The garrison is one of the oldest buildings in the walls, and nearly the laboratories are where most scientific and magical study takes place in Odessa. The prison is relatively new. There was no need for it when we gnomes first settled here.
Do you have lockpicks? You do. Nice. Backpack? Yes, please.
Just as well.
We've got more inventory space. Hooray! I thought we would never find another inventory extender. Now we can loot even more stuff. Good backpacks are important. Alright. Armor. This can go, and this can go as well. Accessories. This can go. I think we're pretty much done here.
Once again, it is a pleasure to see you. Are you enjoying your stay at the villa? Just as well.
Sell our junk, goodbye. That's just a normal citizen.
Yes, hello. What?
Tidings.
Don't need an invoice.
What?
Invoices in old letters. Crystal ore. Oh, this doesn't even take as looting. Visit the craft hall. Where in all of Downtown can such a panoply of fine-crafted goods be found beneath one roof? Fine metalwork of Inga Risberg, the exquisite old potions of Oleander Sinclair, quilts and head wraps of the most stunning needlework. Our goods are known and sold from Odarath to Emer. Hall of Artisans in Titanhill. Pretty sure I already had this letter before at some point. Like, that sounds incredibly familiar. Alright.
Hello. I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one.
Who are you?
I am a political aide for Templar Joriel. I operate in a number of capacities for the Templars' official and unofficial business. My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octienne. But like you, she is frustrated by his status. Allow me to be direct. If you can make Templar Octienne publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts. The city is a marvelous place. Recently, my work has taken me farther from its walls for more often, and I'm sadder for it. I am an aide to Templar Joriel. Usually, my work takes the form of drafting letters, taking notes of various functions, and so on. My superior is a very, very busy person. It is unfortunate that some wrongs escape her notice, and those she does notice cannot always be immediately righted. You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the Livrarium. I suggest you go there.
Alright. Let's go. Oh, it's actually daytime again. Nice. That's the jailkeeper, that's the villa. Okay, where's the livrarium? That's the mine, the garrison, the armory. Those are the laboratories. Domus Politica, Arcadium. Grand Bursars. Those are the petitions. Oh, that be in the Isles, I guess?
Hello there.
Let's see if we can go in there.
Edessa Prison is off limits to all citizens and guests of the city.